program, where you're from, and what your crew makeup is.
Yeah, well, we're from Royal Queensland Yacht Squadron in Australia. We've been at this for about 2.5 years now, and when we bought the boat, we got it from Seattle and brought the boat over. And the whole idea of the team was to mentor and bring through youth sailors from the club from Queensland through the youth development program, and to get some of the best sailors in the world to sail on the boat and have 50% of the crew as junior and youth guys that are coming through, and try to help them to come through and get mentored in a really professional way.
Wow. Now, a lot of people might say, but this boat's so extreme and it's just for pros to sail. What do you say to that?
No, I think these are the best boats to do it in, because they're really high performance, very difficult boats to get right. But the guys that we're bringing through are all champions in their own right. So they're all junior and youth champions that have done international work on 29ers and lasers and boats like that. And so to get them into a high level and to take a high level of difficulty and a very technical boat is the only way to do it. So it shows up exactly where they're doing things right and where they're doing things wrong, and then come into a competition like this where you've got the best sailors in the world to sail against, and it really shows up if you're doing all right or not. So it doesn't give any false sense of security that you think you're really good. Yeah. This is, no pretenders come into this class, and it's the only way to do it.
Now, what about, you don't have a big Australian fleet to train against, certainly not in Brisbane.
Yeah.
There's a few in Sydney, but not huge. How have you found the learning curve to getting to speed with these guys who have been racing against each other for years, a lot of them?
Yeah, it has been really difficult, and we've been travelling from Brisbane. The great thing about the boat, you throw it on a trailer and tow it down the highway, and we've been travelling a lot down to Sydney to sail against some of the guys there. But when you put it in perspective, there's the Voodoo Chili guys from the Far 40, for instance. They're out there. They sail one, and then you got a guy like Twirler and people like that have sailed in the worlds quite often. But yeah, look, the competition is quite limited. But like we've spent two last weekends just before coming here. The Easy Tiger guys from the Far 40, they've got one now, and they've been two boat training with us in Sydney, and really helpful. And of course, we really needed to get over here and sail against the best to see how we went. And I'll tell you what, we're not that disappointed. We racked up today and got mid-fleet in the first race, and then had some issues, but we've been sailing a lot in a lot of breeze, so that did help. But these young guys are good. They were really happy with it. We've obviously got our limitations, but this is what we're here to do, is to learn and get better.
It's great to see. It really is, to see someone doing something for the kids and putting their money where their mouth is rather than just talking about it. What about have you set goals for this regatta, and where would you be happy, and what's it going to take to get there?
Oh, look, a lot of people have said, what position do you want to end up with? And we really don't like to put a number on it. The big thing for us is to keep improving and learning, and to get these guys to walk away, all of us to walk away, knowing a heck of a lot more than when we arrived. Learn from our mistakes, and then hopefully be on the pace with the guys when we leave here. We're realistic about it. We know that it takes a long time to learn in any class, let alone these. And as long as we also have a lot of fun.
Now, how about the jellies? I know that they're mostly washed away now, but I hear that you guys have way worse jellies where you're from.
Oh yeah, with different ones. We had our Klaus, a young guy. Klaus, he's 18 years old, and he's been swimming the boat every day. And we call him Bam Bam because he's really big and strong, and he just does anything, and he's crazy. And he jumped in and he took on one of the jellyfish here and ended up with stingers all over him. And of course we say, well, there's nothing like at home. It's all right, they don't kill you.
They don't kill you. They're bigger, but they don't kill you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's perfect.